Hi, I'm Yadavindra Chopra.
Devi Chopra, and welcome to our channel Circle of Philosophy. Can we start with what philosophy really is and the practical aspect of it?
Yes, I can give you an explanation which is commonly understood as a lover of wisdom. Um, but could you tell me what you think the people at large have an impression of when they think of philosophy or philosopher?
At large, I can think of very ancient Greek times where aristocratic men in their robes sit and discuss wisdom, or in modern context, a kind of a bearded man sitting in a park or somewhere alone and contemplating something completely out of this world.
No,
Yes.
no wonder philosophy is so unpopular and usually avoided by people because on one hand you're talking about aristocratic level which is so difficult to reach, and the other is melancholic where it makes a person depressed. But that's the very
Okay.
complicated version of
Yeah.
philosophy. In its essence, philosophy is understanding what you hold to be true. That's the essence of philosophy, to understand what you hold to be true. And in our lives, we are naturally born philosophers. You may be surprised to
Yeah.
know that, but the difference is, are we born as good philosophers or become bad
Oh, okay.
philosophers? When you use philosophy as a subject, it's an investigation, an examination of how whatever that you hold to be true is really that true, or is it just false? Over a period of time, you discover. And a bad philosopher can actually hope to become a good philosopher. It's inevitable. They can't escape this.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you put it quite simple, but would an example make it better to understand? I feel.
Like, so when I said about it's about what you hold to be true. For example, people hold to be true that they need to be happy. And when you look at a person's life, there are so many ways that they can feel happy about. So, like in your case, what would you feel? How would you feel happiness can come to you?
Well, to me, happiness comes with my family, loved ones, and
Success,
yeah,
money.
success,
So
of
let's
course.
take example of family. So happiness itself is such a broad term. It's such a broad term,
Yes.
very vague, very abstract. And let me tell you, philosophy is a very abstract. It's the study of the abstract concepts, because what you hold to be true is usually very abstract. You don't have much concrete evidence for it.
Okay.
So here we have happiness, and then we say we want to feel happy through family. But when we look at family, again, there's so many subcomponents in a family. What is it? Is it your spouse, your children? How many children? What gender they are in? What role you play? Which part of the day? Which situation that you feel happy or unhappy? It's not that you would always be having a good time with your family.
Yes, agree.
So, here again, we don't know, but we don't realize that each and every activity that we play part in, suppose in family, we are dealing with our spouses, our children, whether it's a boy or a girl, whichever age, teenage or adolescent, we are engaging them primarily based on something that back of our mind we hold to be true. So we have a particular idea that we want my child to be this way, or my child is this way, or my spouse is this way, my marriage with my spouse should be this way, my relationship should be this way, or things should be done in a particular way. All this is in the purview of philosophy, because it's the guiding truth that is determining your actions. And many times you notice when you examine them, they are actually false, because they are not taking into consideration of so many factors. Namely, what about the nature and the way other one wants to give meaning to their life? What about your child, your daughter, your son, your spouse? How do they want to lead their life? What does marriage or relationship with you mean to them? And when you get clarity of this, what happens is the relationship becomes better. You actually start enjoying a relationship in its truth. And then that greatly impacts your sense of self, because you feel worthy of existence because of the relationships you share with the people you so dearly love.
Wow. So, isn't it this you do in your life coaching? You kind of, in relationship to, in terms of relationships, you kind of use the philosophy to bring clarity of thought, and one discovers the self worth, which makes the whole event very aesthetic in
Yes,
life.
yes. Aesthetic, there is added beauty, because happiness is nothing but an idea of beauty. Beauty you would see, which is tangible through your sensory, but happiness is something which you feel in your heart, which is so beautiful, a beautiful life. So when we talk about relationship, it's not only about relationship with your family members. It can be relationship to your money, relationship to your job, relationship to an ambition, which is again all abstract. There is no defined a truth that you have discovered, in which way, how does it really impact, and all
So,
those things. When you get in detail, in depth, you become a lover of wisdom, because here you are interested in what does it really mean for me to be this way or to have this that way. So my
yeah.
coaching sessions revolve around a lot with clarifications on this
Very
topic.
interesting. I'm sure many of the viewers would be able to connect to this because many a times in life it will be difficult for them to identify it in their own lives. I feel
Actually, you said it rightly, because many times we feel about some things, but until a language is given to it, we wouldn't be able to make sense of it.
but I'm sure this video is going to be very insightful on that aspect. But until then, stay tuned and let the wisdom flow.
Thank you.
Thank you.